Magandang araw sa inyong lahat mga Kasiopao. Ito naman po tayo para sa ating analysis sa stocks. And for this time, we're going to analyze Security Bank and answer this question. Is SECB a good stock for investment? Check this out. Alright, pero bago po ang lahat, bago natin simulan yung ating analysis for SECB, please click subscribe po kayo dito sa ating YouTube channel. Punta na tayo doon sa ating main event. Okay. So, what is Security Bank? Security Bank, isa po siya sa mga pinakamalaki at not yung sobrang laki, no, but leading universal bank. At matagal na po siya. It was established June 18, 1951. And the first private Filipino-controlled bank, no, after ng World War II. So, naging listed company po sila noong 1995. So, yun. So, Security Bank's major businesses cover retail, commercial, corporate banking, and financial markets. So, basically, they are in the business of the usual bank, which is financing, foreign exchange. They also do some stock brokerages, investment banking, and of course asset management. So it's a full range, no, talagang leading universal bank. Yun nga yung description nila sa sarili nila. And Security Bank is being managed and led by two people. Number one is si Alberto S. Villarosa, no, is the chairman, and of course si billionaire, no, si Frederick T. So si Alberto Villarosa used also to be the president and CEO before he got appointed as chairman. Before ang chairman si Frederick, but since naging chairman na si Alberto, so Frederick now became the chairman emeritus. Okay, so that's basically these are the two guys who basically lead Security Bank. A shareholders equity of around, this is book value, 118.3 billion pesos, and the market capitalization as of December 31, 2019 is 147 billion pesos. So hindi masyadong nagkakalayo, but still mas malaki pa rin yung market cap niya kaysa sa book value shareholders equity niya. In 2016, a foreign bank, which is the Mitsubishi UFJ Financial Group, invested in Security Bank. This is back in 2016 for a 20% stake. So the Security Bank is basically 20% owned by Mitsubishi UFJ. Okay, but we will discuss that later on when we go through the year-on-year financials review. Okay. Now, for our fundamental analysis, here's what we're going to do. We will review the 5 annual reports from 2015 up to 2019. Pero alam ko, mabubore lang kayo. So, nireview ko na siya. So, binasa ko po yung 5 annual report na yon. But basically, to just get a sense of the gist of what happened in each year that basically contributed to the performance of the company and also the stock. Okay. And we will also highlight what happened in each year, the significant ones, and how it impacted the company. And we're going to identify the key financial metrics and analyze them one by one in order for us to assess the current valuation of the company based on fundamental analysis. Okay? So, let's now go to our worksheet. Alright, so ito na po tayo sa ating worksheet. So, ang ginawa ko lang guys ay basically extracted the information from my online broker and plotted it for 5 years dito. No? So, ito siya. Seeing here that from 2015 to 2019, there's an annual revenue increase or revenue growth for Security Bank. Now, if you're going to graph that out, so naglagay na rin ako ng graph dito in PHP billions, it's basically an uptrend, no? So, pataas siya ng pataas with compounded annual growth rate of around 20%. And why is that? It's basically because of this. So, bilang isang bangko, so ang mga bangko kumikita yan sa dami ng mga loans at din loans na nililend nila, kumbaga, perang nililend nila sa mga kumpanya, mga individuals, as well as yung mga deposit. Okay? So yan, so lumalaki. So the more na marami nagde-deposit sa kanila, the more na marami silang mapapaloan, the more na lumalaki yung interest income nila. So mapapansin natin dito, in terms of loans, is steady and also the deposits is steadily growing siya. Okay? Now, in terms of total cost, so syempre, as the company grows, as the company expands, they incurred a lot of costs as well. So one good determinator na lang kung ano ba yung maganda ba yung performance niya is yung earnings before interest and taxes. Yung EBIT niya is consistently growing except nung 2018. Why is that? Kasi kung mapapansin niyo on 2018, there is a big jump in interest expense on deposits here. And I put something here. Sige natin. Edit note. So it's basically due to the increase in interest expense on yung long-term negotiable CDs nila, no, which was increased due to BSP's RRR cut during 2018. So kung maalala po ninyo, yung RRR, triple R, yung reserve ratio ito, no, reserve requirement. So binabaan ng BSP para magkaroon ng liquidity sa market. Kasi kung maalala ninyo noong 2018, diyan nag-start na talaga yung US and China trade war. Tumaas yung inflation. So therefore, para ma-address yun, the BSP basically lowered down the triple R requirement, no? Let's now go to the net income, no, excluding non-recurring items basically. So mapapansin natin dito, still consistently nag-grow siya, normalized a bit from 2016-17, and then pag 2018 naman, pagdating nun, challenging year na naman yung 2018, so nagkaroon ng slump ulit. And then 2017, year-on-year, nag-grow naman siya. Alright, so almost same level na as 2017, yung 2019. Now, isang key component then that we have to understand is yung provisions. Ano ba yung provisions? Yung provisions po, ito yung mga allowances nila para dun sa mga posibleng hindi makolekta ng mga loan. So magandang i-note dito, no, nag-increase ng 484% yung 2019 provisions nila because ang sinasabi nila dito, they have an enhancement on their credit provisioning model, rapid growth in retail, and softness in select commercial sectors. So basically, ito yung nasa annual report nila. Kinapi-paste ko lang yan dyan. In terms of net income, yun nga, same movement lang as basically the normalized EBIT almost. Okay? So, yan. In terms of key ratios, so you can see here that the EPS is basically parang bumaba nung 2016. And that is because the dilutive effect of the Mitsubishi, no, investment. No? Ibig sabihin, dumami yung may-ari. So therefore, yung earnings per share mo talagang liliit. So dilutive yung impact niya. Kaya mapapansin mo dito, parang lumiit yung EPS growth rate niya, no, nag-negative 7. Okay, so yan ay naging parang normal baseline niya in short. Okay, so bakit ba sila nakapag-partner with Bank of Tokyo Mitsubishi? It's basically, Security Bank is a very conservative bank. That's the very first thing that you have to understand. It's a conservative bank. And basically, ginamit nila yung capital infusion ng Mitsubishi UFJ Group to invest, more financing for their SME clients kasi they wanted to expand the network, to enable SECB to participate sa mga PPP projects. Okay, so kailangan kasi ng capital doon in a way, and also network na rin, so and expertise. Dahil nga meron silang foreign counterpart, foreign shareholder, then they can, compete with PPP projects nga naman. The share price, kita yung share price nag-increase, maraming nag-invest kay SECB, ang taas nung talaga ng share price niya. So price earnings ratio niya from 2016 na 11.68, pumalo yan up to the high of 18.46 as of end of 2017. Okay? Ngayon, ang nangyari lang ngayon, yung pagtingin natin dito yung EPS versus price earnings ratio, almost same yung galawan, So makikita talaga natin medyo rational yung movement nito. The higher the EPS, the higher the price. So basically, pagdating ng 2018, as sinabi nga natin, this is the start of the US-China trade war, and not only SECB ang naapektuhan nito, lahat halos ng bangko, lahat halos ng kumpanya 2018 talagang nagsimula ng mahirapan. Okay, it's a year of challenges, no, because of the worsening global and local economic conditions, high inflation rates, and yung mga shrinking margins, no, across the industries. Now, the good thing there is kahit na ganun yung nangyayari sa market, they were able to basically pull pa rin, no? Tingnan natin yung income nila. So, hindi ganun kalaki yung bumaba siya, no? Parang bumalik siya sa 2017 level, yung 2018 net income nila. But in 2019, they were able to tawag dito, bumawi sila, no? Nasa 10 billion yung net income nila. So marami silang initiatives na ni-launch, and that basically somehow saved their business in 2018 despite the malaking interest expense na nakita nga natin dito. Okay? Now, in terms of the ROE, no, may nakalimutan ko i-discuss to kanina. ROE stands for return on equity. So this is basically magkano ba yung, kung ikaw yung shareholder ng security bank, magkano ba, ilang percent ba yung return sa capital na ininvest mo. So makikita natin dito, bumababa siya. Okay, just like any other bank during this time talaga, 2018, 2019, and maybe mas lalo ngayon, 2020, bumababa yung mga bangko na yan. No? Because banks are basically cyclical stocks. Okay, when you say cyclical stocks, the performance of these kinds of companies like banks depends on the performance of the economy. Kasi pera yung pinag-uusapan di ba? And they are the providers and users, large providers and users of money. Okay? PL ratio or non-performing loss ratio, though tumaas siya, but still, I would say this is among the best in the industry. And then 2019, so medyo yung slump ng 2018, in terms of share price, medyo tumaas na ng 2019. And why is that? So in 2019, you have to understand that they appointed Sanjeev Bora, previously the executive of CT, the Philippines. No, he's an Indian national. So and this basically he basically drove the increase in core retail and wholesale banking. No, ang laki, to 22 billion. Retail loans grew now by 56%, and the retail loans is now accounting to 29% from 20%. So they're now focusing on the retail market, okay? Ngayon, ito ang problema. Because they're focusing on the retail market, pagdating ng 2020, nagkaroon tayo ng pandemic, okay? So, kumusta naman ngayon? Yan ang magiging natin. Pero sa totoo lang guys, pag tinitingnan mo kasi based on my analysis lang dito, huwag na tayong lumayo, dito lang tayo sa share price versus book value. Kasi itong EPS versus PE niya, nagko-correlate naman no? Very parallel, no? Very congruent yung galaw. Now, on the share price versus book value per share, may kita natin dito, yung blue line is yung share price, okay? And then yung book value per share niya, ayan, consistently nag-i-increase. Ibig sabihin, meron pa ring return sa shareholder. In a way, kahit nagkaroon ng 2018 slump, pataas ng pataas pa rin yung return sa shareholder. So, is this a good opportunity? Definitely, yes. It's a good opportunity, especially kung long-term investor ka. Kasi mabibili mo yung share price almost equal or baka nga ngayon below book value pa kasi nagtitrade siya as of this recording date ng around 102 pesos per share. Okay, mamaya i-discuss natin yon sa technical analysis. So bottom line here is that with the consistent earnings growth rate naman of Security Bank, so there's still a good chance for this company to basically weather 2020. Okay, now that's basically the fundamentals. It's still growing and there's a consistent return to shareholders. All right, so it means that the company is still growing. So fundamentally, it's still sound. Now let's go to technical analysis. For technical analysis, we will identify the major supports and resistances, possible entry and exit points. And then we're going to analyze what the price and the volume are telling us. And also analyze what could be the potential trend of that stock in the short term based on, again, what the technical indicators are telling us. Okay, let's go to our Investograms to do the charting. Alright, so for in terms of technical analysis, may kita natin dito sa chart natin that in SECB is basically trading at around 103 up to almost 100 or 19 100 level. Okay, so parang nagko-consolidate siya sa area na to right now. And it's basically coming from a very good run last time when it basically bottomed around close to the 8 actually 70 ano ba to, yeah, 77 area yata itong area na to. Okay, so there was a good rally. Nagkaroon ng gap down dito. If you can still recall, this is the time that the MSCI basically dropped SECB at pinalit nila si Pure Gold. So but still because basically a very strong company pa rin, but right now it's trading at 100 level, no? And it's been down like that since 2019. So, 2019, 195 yung share price niya. Tingnan nga natin, December. Okay, December. Ito. Yan. So, yeah, mga 195, yan, yung level niya. And then, bumagsak na siya ng bumagsak hanggang sa andito na siya sa level ng 103 right now. So the question that everybody is asking right now is this still a very good stock? I would say yes, no, but there's still a very huge demand for this stock kasi nag-oversold na siya dito and everybody basically bought that stock. And there's a lot of people who are actually saying that medyo irrational yung behavior ng stock. I disagree on that generalization. So probably yes, naging irrational because there's a really good run. I think 2 weeks ago, nagkaroon ng parang recovery yung market. No, it's a very good run for the last, I think, the entire week yata yun. And now we are seeing here that people are now doing some profit taking. Okay, so if you plan to buy this stock for trading, so technically speaking, this will be the psychological support, no, around 100 level, 101 level. Now, if you want to really to go to buy this stock, at nakikita naman natin right now, very solid. Nagkakaroon siya ng solid base dito. It's consolidating, which is very good for this stock. And then later on, nakikita rin natin kasi dito that the volume is like drying up na talaga, ano? Okay, the volume is drying up and the RSI is basically tawag ito, parang nagpo-form na siya ng panibagong curve niya kasi before this level here is talagang sobrang high ng ano na to, nandito siya sa level na to eh. So ngayon nagkakaroon siya ng bagong base which is really good for this stock. So for short-term traders, I would advise you to basically kasi medyo right now the MACD is telling us that this might still go sideways or worse comes to worse, it might go down, no? But I don't think that this will go down at the level of 80 pesos per share. So definitely if you want to enter this stock, you can actually buy it around here. Okay, 100 pesos. And if you know, take your first profits, you should using actually the MA 100 as your first TP target, no, or that's 26% gain on your side. Now, the pre-COVID level, no, it can be your second TP or target price, and that will be 61%. So it's a very good stock, no? So the only challenge with the SECB along with the other banks is that, again, this is a very cyclical stock. So the question there is, kailan ba tayo magkakaroon talaga ng recovery yung ekonomiya natin? So kasi this news here na nagkaroon ng Q1 jump yung ng profit by 21% sa Security Bank will definitely not translate really well in Q2 kasi Q2 nagkaroon talaga ng pandemic at yung epekto nito mararamdaman natin on the Q2 earnings report. So if that happens, no, it's almost more than halfway na towards end of June as of this recording date. Then let's see, no. But I'm basically saying that at this level, whether you're a short-term or long-term investor, I would definitely go for this price na. This is para sa akin okay na to kasi solido na yung base mo dito even during the pandemic eh. Dito siya sa level na to. So it's just a question of are you willing to bet now or wait for a breakout to happen and then dun ka tumaya, okay? Basically looking for long-term investing. I think previous high is actually more than 240. So if you're gonna be entering it now, and assuming the economy goes okay and the stock goes okay, which is based on historicals, nagiging okay naman siya. That's 148% or 49% profit for you. But that will be on the period of almost 5 years or a 5-year horizon, di ba? So it's still good for long-term investing. All right, so after doing the fundamental analysis and also technical analysis, so our recommendation is this. Now, for long-term investors, we would basically signal a strong buy position for you guys if you want to invest long-term. um, we advise that buy at the level of 99 to 103. No, this is basically the psychological support as we have shown earlier. This is basically for short term, and then you can set your first target price at around the MA 100, and then the next one is 160 for almost 60% profit, and the last one is 195%, so almost 100% profit na yan based on our technical analysis. So in summary guys, no, Security Bank is still a very good stock, no, basically on a bargain right now. It's trading at a lower price to earnings ratio. We strongly suggest that for long-term investing. Okay, so yun lang muna guys. Maraming salamat. Again, don't forget to click subscribe. Thank you. Ciao.